Hey guys, welcome back to Angel and Angela. And on this topic, you guys, I wanted to talk about how your spirit rejects the narcissist. Your spirit rejects the narcissist. There's something about them. Man, when you think back, the crazy part, about the whole thing is that when you look back to the beginning, you realize that your spirit was rejecting the narcissist. Something told you something was off. Something didn't feel right. Something told you to walk away, even. But they made the moment they saw that you weren't buying what they were selling, because they realized, the moment you get too comfortable with them, they switch up on you for the first time. The first time is always different, because it's the first time. They do this over and over again. When you wake up from narcissistic abuse, you see it all around you. You see that people don't stop their bullshit over and over again. It's like an all day thing. It's like you're going out to war and you're just knocking, slicing, and dicing these narcissists over and over and over. It doesn't matter where you go, you know. And then sometimes you run across people like you and you can feel their spirit too. You could feel their energy. Their energy is telling you they're just trying to make it through the day. They don't want no problems with none of these narcissists. They're at the point where they ignore them. They're quiet. They're quiet. They don't even, like, you're so strong that you can't even go back and forth with them anymore. You don't get emotional anymore. You don't let what they say, you know, determine how you think about yourself, because hey, I don't even know you. But I know you're trying me, you're testing me, and my spirit is rejecting you, and you feel stupid. You feel dumb. Don't you feel dumb because my spirit is rejecting you and I'm paying you no mind? And when I answer to you, I answer to you once, and then guess what? After that, you're like a little kid. I'm not about to respond to you back and forth over and over again. I said what I had to say. You heard me very well. But you want to play games. You want to come in here and give me bad energy for no reason, because you're a bubble full of bad energy and you pretend to be good when it's convenient for you to get what you want. You're disgusting and my spirit rejects you. You know, so when you think about how people, well, when you go out into the world, your spirit is like rejecting people to the point where you don't really want to go to certain places. Certain places you just want to be in and out because you already know that energy is just following you, because you're not part of that world anymore. You're not part of that world anymore. You're like in the real world, but you almost have to learn everything. Just like the narcissist is very childish, it's like you've been reborn, and it's like your mind it's not like a child, but it's been reborn, and now you're able to make the next move the way you're able to make every move the way you want to make it, finally, for once. Every other time, people were planting seeds in your head. People wanted you to be whatever they wanted you to be. People were trying to bring you down when you weren't playing the role they wanted you to play. So for once, you've been reborn, and this time, in this new spiritual body that you're in, certain things don't get to you anymore. Certain things you can't get emotional. That's part of the narcissist world. That's why they have so much to gossip about all the time. That's why they're so negative. That's why they try to act like the victim, but they're really the bully. They're trying to relate to you. Ain't that some shit? When they're talking to you and they're trying to relate to you and they're telling you things that's happened to them, and it sounds so believable because you're like, the story sounds like something that happened for real, for real. Sometimes they're telling stories of other past supplies because they know that's what you want to hear. They'll even recreate new stories and steal other people's lives and act like that's what's happened to them. They're a whole con artist. They're a liar, a deceiver, a scumbag. They're like dogs on the street wanting a snack. And if you don't give them that snack, they're ready to bite you. That's why isn't it crazy when they finally have you brainwashed and they want something, when they want something, when they want their damn snack, they want you to give it to them like you're their, like they want you to fetch. They're like, give me my snack, give me my snack. I'm not going to talk to you until you do this for me. I'm not going to talk to you until you buy me this. I'm not going to talk to you. They're like a little kid. And they have you so intimidated. I've seen people literally shaking. I've seen people that just so afraid to make eye contact. I've seen people that just, you could tell they've been beaten down spiritually by the narcissist. They're so insecure. Even the prettiest people, they'll be so insecure. They feel like their looks is going to intimidate you. And when they know their looks don't intimidate you, because your energy, you're at another level. You're not part of that world. You're in your own world. Just like the narcissist feels like they're in their own world and they're feeding off of everyone. You're in your own world and you're watching them feed on each other. You're watching all of them feed on each other. So it makes the narcissist uncomfortable. They don't want you to see them eat their food, their snack. They don't want you to see the mess they've made all over their face. They don't want you to see that. They don't want you to see that. Because then you're going to run away. Your supply, they have to feed off of you too. They don't want you to run away. But they're so greedy. They don't want to share. Not even with their own kids sometimes. You know what I'm saying? They're so greedy. They're like little wild animals that haven't been trained. They're eating. They don't want to share. They don't want to play. You got a whole bunch of toys. There's a poor kid that's never had not even one toy, and that spoiled kid is like, I'm not sharing my toy with you, and I'm going to play my toy right in front of you so you can get jealous. Narcissists are psychos. And your spirit tells you something is wrong with this person, and you just ignore it. And then they bind you to them when they have sex with you. And when they have sex with you, they're like sirens. You don't hear, see nothing. You can't say nothing, and anything that you say will be held against you, because the narcissist is going to make sure you pay for it. And then you don't even know how you got in that predicament and why is it so difficult to get out? It's like, how can I be in someone's world, and why do I feel so trapped in someone's world to the point where I can't go back to my own life and my own life and worry about my own happiness? Why am I not happy anymore? Why do I have anxiety? Why am I depressed? Why does the narcissist keep talking about the past and things that I've shared with them? And why do they keep trying to have me stuck in some trauma that I wasn't even thinking about? They're bringing these things up so that I can start to try to decipher why I am the way I am. It's like they want you to know why you are the way you are and why you got caught up with someone like them. They want you to know. They're like, you ran across a bad person and I'm going to teach you. It's going to be a game until you get out. And when you get out, I'm still going to test you just to see. You need to learn. It's almost like they want you to learn to stand on your own 2 feet, or they're like, or you're just gonna, or I'm just gonna kill you. It's like they want to teach you something because they don't stop, because they feel like you don't know that I'm feeding off of you. You don't know that I'm feeding off of you, and I need to feed anyway. So I'm going to teach you something about people like me while I feed on you. And when they start to feed on you, your spirit is telling you something's wrong. Bad things are happening to you that normally wouldn't have happened to you. You're not able to take care of certain responsibilities or certain things or certain people that were once important to you. All of a sudden, you're trapped into this weird cycle, and then you're dealing with someone that just wants to suck anything and everything out of you. And then they yell at you or get angry or call you names and kick and scream like a toddler, you know? Scream like a toddler, and you're looking at them like, didn't your parents teach you anything? Did you learn anything? Like, did you pay attention in church, school? Did you pay attention to your parents? Did anyone teach you any boundaries, lessons, or don't, like, what do you stand for? Like, what do you believe in? You think you know the narcissist, and then you realize you don't fucking know these people at all. It was just a show, and your spirit was rejecting them the whole time. And the reason I was thinking about that was because I was working in my garden, right? And I knew I should have been wearing my protection, my gloves, right? I knew I should have. You know what you should have not been doing when you meet these people. You know what you shouldn't be doing. At some point they crossed the line. They exposed themselves. They said some evil shit, some wicked stuff that you can't come back from. They crossed the line that no one else in your life has ever crossed. They crossed the line, and your spirit was rejecting, what was going on. And they even showed you that they had no mercy on you when they saw it happening, and they knew it was coming from them. They knew it was coming from their frequency. Sometimes they'll even tell you that they know that the things that have happened to you is because of them. That sometimes they even admit it to you. They're so blasphemous. These are like the devil's children. And if you've never experienced that type of evil, then trust me, eventually you're going to experience it one way or another, either through family, friends. You're going to experience it. They're going to bite the fuck out of you. And it's going to force you to wake up, and you're going to be reborn like a kid in a new world where now you realize the world that you were living in was fake. See, you got all these kids running around. You were once, you understand what's happening to them. You understand that they think they know what's going on. You think, they think that they know what's going on. That people have alter egos, and these kids have a lot of information. They're very intelligent, but they're not fully conscious, even though they have this information. So guess what? The narcissists, they're still preying on you. They're making you feel comfortable with their behaviors. They're making you, they're desensitizing you. They're desensitizing you. But guess what? While they're making videos and they're telling you the truth about their behavior, just like when they were telling you stories about things that happened to them that really didn't happen to them, it happened to other people, or they were lying about certain stories, or they were talking to you about people's relationships, but they were really talking about other supplies that they were dealing with. When you start to decipher all through the narcissist world and their words, and you can see them for who they are, your eyes are wide open to them. It's almost like you're reborn into this world, and you realize, hey, this fictitious